Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all. Let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. I promise you, man. Old head say, man, food is power, Weezy. I said, food is power. I said, man, what do you mean food is power? He's like, man, I ain't got none. I ain't got none, man. I ain't got none, man. So look, I gotta play it according. I said, look, play it however you want to play it, Milk. I said, I don't care how you play it. I said, I was just messing with you, man, because I know you don't mess around, right? He was like, I don't mess around. He was like, you see all that food he got? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, that man got more food than Commissary. I was like, yeah. I said, that's what it looked like. I said, that's what it looked like. It looked like he got more grub than Commissary. I was like, but still, though, don't let that kind of cloud your brain and your integrity, though. He was like, man, shh. Man, I don't know one thing about it. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to me, Weezy. I don't play that. Anybody come say anything to me about shake, rattling, and rolling, he ain't say that. If anybody come to me about shake, rattling, and rolling, or anything like that, I'm smacking their face off, Weezy. I'm like, man, I had to put that in my mental note. Never ask him about shake, rattling, and rolling. I was like, man, that was one of the times I was so happy about having a private scanner. I'm like, I definitely don't want to get my face smacked off by this maniac, man. I'm talking about an old head dude, 6'1", 6'2", looked like he used to work out, bald head game, nice little size game. I don't want to bump heads with him, y'all, so boom. Pause. Thought I was going to leave that out. No, pause that. But I really didn't, though. Like, so I'm like, yo, do you, Milk, man. Like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I was just, you know, I'm bitten. Like, I already know how dudes be falling victim, man. So, like, he see a lot of food. Like, food is power, but I ain't, like, at that moment when he was bringing an example with it makes sense. But at the end of the day, like, having a bunch of food definitely changed the game, man. Like, that's like having a lot of the sack, a lot of the la-la, because the food, you can try to do what you want. It ain't no tobacco products no more. So the food was everything. Food was everything. You can't go buy nothing with no cigarettes or no Black and Milds. You couldn't do that no more. You had to use the food. So I ain't gonna lie, man. He was more full up than anybody probably in that building, man. That man was dumb loaded, man. So we went and locked down. So after we locked down, we came back out. I seen Milt at his cell again. So Milt at his door. I'm like, what Milt doing? So Milt at his door, he's standing there. He like, yeah. So I looked up. I ain't see Walter because I couldn't see Walter at the door. Walter was at his door like this, kind of like in the threshold. The door open. You know, this door stay open like 7-11. That man was open 24 hours. So he like this at his door. I ain't see him because I'm coming from this way. But Milt's standing right here. Then as I get closer, I see Walter like this, kind of like leaning on the wall, talking to him. Like, yeah, he's saying something to him. And I just see Milt kind of like, he's standing like that. So I'm like, I go to the microwave, I heat my hot water up, make my food, man. Get ready to lay it down, catch this show, man. You know what I mean? Go catch the Sopranos marathon game. I'm like, man, get my jump. I looked up, it was Milt. I'm like, hey, you scared me, bro. Like, what's up? You all right? He was like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I was like, what you got going on? Why you look like that? He was like, look like what? I said, man, look like that, man. I said, you look super angry, man. He was like, nah, it's just my regular look right here, Weezy. But the whole time he talking to me like this, nah, it's just my regular look, Weezy. Nah, I'm good, though. I said, you don't look good, man. I said, look, man, what? I said, what? Old head said some disrespectful stuff? I said, because I've been seeing you talking to him. I said, what's going on? I said, don't have me in the blind. I said, for real, I ain't gonna let you jump out the window on no crazy stuff. I said, you just got up here, Milk, man. I said, you need to chill out, man, for real, man. He was like, I'm chilling, man. But I gotta ask you something. No, I was like, what? He was like, who was that dude over there? I was like, who, what dude? He was like, the one standing by the cell over there. So he was talking about a dude that was standing like in the middle, bottom part of the joint. We by the microwave. He's standing like not too far from Milk cell. You know what I mean? He like standing over there. So I'm like, which one you talking about? I want to try. I'm like, which one you talking about? I'm still making my soup as we talking. Which one you talking about? He like, light skin one. I'm like, oh, you talking about dude right there? I was like, well, that's such and such from such and such. He was like, is he trained to go? I was like, what you mean is he trained to go? I was like, man, everybody's supposed to be trained to go in prison. We all criminals in this. That's what I wanted to say. He was like, man, stop joking. Is he trained to go? I was like, man, look, I don't know. I ain't never seen him in action. So don't ask me, man. I was like, why, what you about to do? What's up? I gotta stop making this soup. He was like, he got closer. He was like, he put his hands on the little sink jump. I'm right there. So like he facing beside me. He like, I might need you to hold me down. I was like, for what? What you mean hold you down? Hold you down doing what? What you mean, man? He was like, I give you part of it if you hold me down. I said, give me part of what? What is you talking about, man? What is you talking about, man? I don't know what you're talking about, man. He was like, come walk laps with me. I said, man, hold on, man. Let me finish making this. Can I finish making my food, man? He was like, when you finish making your food, come holler at me, man. So he dipped off. And he just went and stood by his door. And then after he stood by his door for 5 minutes, he just started walking laps. He was walking laps like this around the park. I promise you, he was like, I was saying, why his shoulder moving like that? He was like, and he just walking around the park. I'm like, man, old head back in maniac mode, y'all. So boom, I knew it, man. Like for real, I never knew when his maniac temperature got turned up on Sussex 2 and we was in 2B. I just seen him react like a psycho. But now, like this is crazy. But I still kind of don't know what's going on. So I'm definitely like gotta hear what he's talking about, man. I'm intrigued now. So I'm like, let me hear what he's talking about this dude he's supposed to have. You know what I mean? He asked me questions about another dude in the pod. So I'm like, man, I finished making my joint, put the top of my joint, boom. I was like, leave it right there. I got out the way, dude who had next to the microwave, let him go. I came up with him. I was like, hey. He was like, me and him start walking. He was like, yeah, man, dude, man. I said, what dude? He was like, dude over there. I said, what you talking about splitting with me though? Pause. I said, what you talking about that? He was like, look, Walter said, man, he got $50 worth of commissary, man, if I beat dude up and get him out the pod. I was like, $50 worth of commissary if you beat dude up and go get him out the pod. He was like, I'll split it with you. I said, what you want me to do? He said, I don't want you to do nothing but hold the door down. He was looking scary when he said that. He said, I don't want you to do nothing but hold the door down. I was like, man, look, man, we on Lawrenceville now. You need to chill out, man. He was like, man, look, I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna get this money, man. I need the food. I need the food, man. I'm trying to eat, man. I ain't got no help out there, Weezy. You got food. I ain't got no food. I gotta eat in here, man. I was like, bro, listen, you sure? Like you positive? Like, you sure this is what you want to do? I said, look, at the end of the day, man, like you just getting at a dude for nothing. I said, because look, that's his homeboy right there. I said, you just getting at a dude for nothing. Like, it don't make sense. He was like, his homeboy go outside every time. He's like, I'm trying to wait for his homeboy to go outside. I was like, you trying to wait? He was like, yeah, I just need one-on-one. That's all I need. I don't need nobody jumping in. And I'm trying to keep you out of it as much as possible. I wanted to say, I'm not in this. Pause. Like, this is what I wanted to say. What do you mean keep me out of it, bro? I'm not in this. What is you talking about, huh? He like, I just need you not to let nobody bank me. I'm like, man, I'm like, so what I get? I'm petty, but sometimes I get bored, man. And I sign up for maniac missions, y'all. So boom. I get it, man. This could be an easy $25. I'm like, let me see what's going on, though. You know, so I'm like, all right. So I get my bowl. I shoot back up the steps. Take my bowl to the cell. I come back out. I put my sneakers on tighter. I come back out. I'm like, I come out stuff like this. I catch back up there. I'm like, what's up, man? What's good, man? He was like, look, we ain't gonna do it today. We gonna do it tomorrow. Because we got a wreck yard tomorrow. It's raining. It's about to rain. So we ain't gonna have a yard. He was like, it's thundering out there right now. So they gonna change it. So we gonna have a yard tomorrow. So as his friend go to the yard, I got a hand wheeze. I said, what you gonna do? He said, I ain't gonna hurt him bad. I'm just gonna beat him up real good and tell him he gotta get up out this party. I'm gonna stab him. I was like, man, how you gonna tell somebody to stab him? You ain't got a knife. He was like, I got a knife, Weezy. I was like, man, I wanted to hit him with the Friday joint. What's that for? Like, I'm being honest. Y'all think I'm joking, but when I see a dude pull out a hammer on Lawrenceville, what's that for, bro? Come on, bro. Win some, you lose some. So boom, what are you doing, man? He was like, just in case, though, you know, my scared tactic. I ain't trying to hurt nobody, Weezy. I'm trying to go home. I was like, man, you wild. He was like, man, look, in the meantime, I'm gonna get this food. I'm gonna get this food, Weezy. I said, man, I was like, you wild for that milk, man. You wild. He was like, nah, tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, man. So I ain't even wanna like be around him no more that day to have people like, yo, Weezy, rock with him. But people already know that I jive rock with him. You already see. And like this part that we in, Like, I think if you get too much out of control, like the boys in there, like, will try to get rid of you. Like, yo, we don't get this wild guy out of here. But like, he was messing with Walter, which Walter had a boy. And I think he was going to have diplomatic immunity in the pod because of Walter. But at the same time, I told y'all that Walter jive a coward. Like, I still had to find out why Walter want this man to get hands put on him. Like, was he paying bro to do this? But I'm like, still though, like, I never knew he had a problem with bro. But at the end of the day, I already knew Walter was a coward. Everybody was telling me that from the first day I moved in the block. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna holler him. So I chilled for a minute. I wasn't trying to have everybody see me talk to him. So I seen him one. I was like, yo, come here, man. He was like, what's up? Like, come to my cell. He was like, he came up the steps. He came to my cell. He seen me. He was like, what's up? I was like, man, sit down, man. He was like, no, I'm good. What's up? I was like, what you doing? He said, I'm doing intel. I said, intel on who? He said, victim number 2. I said, victim number 2? I said, somebody else? He said, I'm going to get this money, Weezy. I'm going to get this money, Weezy. This easy money up here. Ain't nobody up here got none of these. Ain't nobody up here stabbing nobody. He said, ain't nobody trying to leave this compound either. So I'm going to take advantage of it. Yeah, just be happy me and you on the same team. I said, man, that ain't funny. I said, what you to try to get me? He said, nah, I ain't saying that, but it depends how much you would have paid me. I said, man, look, man, you wild. I said, but look, though, why is he putting money on a dude for you to get out, to get a dude out the block, though? Why is he paying you to do that, though? Did he tell you? He was like, yeah, I asked him. I said, what did he say he do? He said, man, look, don't say nothing, Weezy. I said, what? He said, man, I'm telling you, don't say nothing, because this don't got nothing to do with the other. I said, man, what did he do, man? He said, Walter Sully said when he was at work cleaning up at night, and the dude Sully was at court, he was in a cell by himself. He said while he was wiping the tables, he said, dude was jerking off. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, dude. He said, dude was jerking off to his boy. I'm like, man, what the heck? I said, so why Walter ain't gonna straighten it right then and there? But he's like, because Walter ain't gonna do nothing, that's why. What you mean? So I'm like, you finna go put hands and feet on the dude because he was jive, you know what I mean, getting money off to the boy? He was like, pretty much, but yeah, if you disrespect Walter and Walter paid, I'm gonna handle this business. I'm like, man, that's crazy, man. So he was like, look at that, man. So let me get back to doing my intel. So all right, man. So he dipped out. I come to the door and look, and I watched him, man. And for real, he was trying to act like he was blending in. He was just walking around the park like, and I was saying in my head, man, like, these people don't even know, man. Like, they don't even know what they got coming their way, man. They don't even know they got a potential psycho coming their way, y'all. So boom. Next day, roll around, dumb fast. We come out for breakfast, moving around. Everything was normal. I look over at Walter. Walter kind of like just watching from his cell, like he was looking at everything, like everything straight. I looked up, I seen Milt walking from Walter's cell like this. He had a bag of commissary. He was like, that man paid the money first. He gets to his cell, he put the food up, he come back out. He spot me standing on the top too. He was like, hey. I was like, it's a standby for outside rec. Standby for outside rec. Everybody get up, everybody moving around. Hey man, people this way, people that way. Hey, oh my dog, come on, hey, yo. That's all you hear. Everybody moving around. Next thing you know, doors open up, it's time for rec. Everybody leaving, the whole building leaving. Everybody going outside. I stay in, I'm like, man, Lord, man. I'm like, everybody dipping out. I'm like this. I'm like, man, I'm crazy. Man. I come down the steps and calm. I'm like, I'm crazy. Man. I come down the steps. I look over at bro. I look at Milt. Milt was like this. Dude in the cell. I'm like, man, dude ain't even come out. I seen when I was coming down the steps. Dude was in his cell. I'm like, oh, that's crazy, man. I took a long way. I walked toward by the phones in the microwave. Went this way. Walked towards where Milt was at. Milt was like, he gave me a look. He was like, I look. Man, Milt ran that jump. All you heard was, come on, man. Stop, man. Get off me. I didn't even want to look, y'all. I was like, I'm looking out at the pod. I'm like, this on the side of the door. And I'm just looking at the pod. I'm like, you heard the shoe stick. Stop, man. What you doing? Man, shut up. You don't get out of this pod. Yeah. You don't get out of this pod right now. For what, man? All right, man. That's all you heard was, for what, man? All right, man. I was like, when I looked in there then, man, I looked. Man, I seen Milt on top of him. You know how you get on top of somebody's paws, like with your knees on the ground, but like you over top of their chest, about to put work in. Man, I look. All I see is Milt back. That's all I see is his back. And I see dude knees kind of like, cause he on top of him. And I'm like, and I see the position, I'm like, that joke crazy. And I just seen Milt like this. Man, you gonna get out this pod. So I guess he had a knife. Like, you gonna get out this pod. Dude was like, all right, man, stop. No, man, come on, man. That's all you heard. He was like, all right. Yeah, all right. He got up. Dude was still on the ground. He was like, he kept jumping at dude. Dude was on the ground like, dude was trying to get hit with that hammer. Dude was like, dude trying to block that. He was like, you gonna get out this pod. Yeah, you gonna get out this pod. Yeah, you gonna get out this pod. Dude was like, he was like, you can get out. Dude was like, all right, man, I got you, man. He was like, yeah. Boom. He kicked dude. That's how that jump sounded. He was like, boom. He kicked the shit shit out of dude ass, y'all. So boom. I'm sitting in that junk like this. I'm feeling like goddamn Kevin Hart on Paper Soldiers when Beanie Siegel was kicking dude ass. I'm like, I shouldn't have came, man. I shouldn't have came, man. Man, I should have stayed, man. I should have stayed in the cell, man. I shouldn't have came. And I'm mad. I'm like, y'all crazy. So he finished up with dude. He got up. He was like, he came out. He was super sweaty. He took the hammer. He was like, so stand up here, Weezy. I'm like, nah, you go stand up there. He was like, where you going? I was like, I'm going to the cell. Yeah, you talking about? You a maniac, bro. Haul ass to the cell, y'all. So boom. What is he talking about? I went in the cell, so I'm looking at it from bird's eye view. I'm like, looking at it through the door. My word. Dude was in the junk for a minute in his cell. Dude was in his cell for a minute. Dude finally emerged. He was like, when he emerged, as soon as he came out of his cell, first person he saw was Milt. He was like, he wasn't beat up bad, you know what I mean? But I know he was scared. He was like, Milt was like, Milt, I promise you, Milt was sore, man. He put his hand in his pants, bro. Was like, bro walked to the intercom. You seen him put his mouth to the intercom. I don't know what he said. What he probably would say, get me out of here, y'all. So boom. Next thing you know, the slide open up. Slide open up, bro. Go out the trunk. Bro disappeared. Everybody still outside having a wreck. I want to talk to you watching this stuff. I go look out my window. I'm like, look. I see bro walking up the boulevard. I was like, man, he taking a shortcut though. I'm like, this junk crazy walking. I'm like, yo, where bro going at? Bro, deal. I don't know where he going. Everybody was having a wreck. I don't know what was going on. By the time everybody was coming back from wreck, man, I promise you, man, the police was coming back in that joint. Everybody was like, police come back in. They walked straight in. They went straight to bro's cell. They got his stuff. They packed his stuff, man. I promise you, man, bro was gone, y'all. So boom. Bro never came back to the pod again, man. I'll say a week later, we seen bro in 30 building. Man, that man moved to the other side of the yard. I'm looking like, how he get the 30 building? They was like, he got the 30 building because he went to the hole. I'm like, this junk crazy, man. I was ready to tell Milt, goddamn, man, get me up out of here to get the 30 building. But no, I can't do that, though. But I'm back to this, though. I'm still amazed. This was crazy, but bro kept it a band. Bro didn't tell, man. Bro didn't go on that junk and say that Milt put the hammer out on him. He ain't do nothing, man. He didn't tell. He didn't say nothing at all, man. So it was like Milt had got away with that junk, man. That junk was crazy, man. I was like, Milt, a maniac, man. Milt was a real deal psycho, y'all. That's my word, man. He was a real deal psycho, man. So like after that, like he did what he kept his word about everything. I was in the cell, cause for real, like after that joke was over, I was in the cell, like, man, I don't really want nothing to do with it, man. I just heard, I'm like, yo, that knock sound powerful. That joke was like, I'm like, yo, that joke door was open up. He didn't even do his arm like this. He was like, he come in, he was like, he went in his pants, he was like, pulled out the laundry bag, he was like, I said, that's $25. He was like, yeah, even though you ain't hold me down, easy. I said, man, look, Milt, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. He was like, what? I said, man, look, I ain't knocking how you get your money. I said, because I know this is Candyland to a maniac. Like, trust me, if I was a psycho maniac that like to play with these joints, like, this is Candyland for this place, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I said, but look, I like this count, man. I said, man, I grew up on Sussex, man. I said, I was on Sussex from 02 to 09. He was like, for real. He said, I was up there from 03 to 09. I said, man, look, I was up there longer than you, man. I said, look, man, I ain't trying to go back to that joint, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Milt, man. I said, man, at the end of the day, I ain't knocking what you gotta do, man. And I understand how food move you, man. I say, like, that food, I know you need the food, you gotta eat. And I understand what you said, food is power and all of that, man. I said, but to be honest with you, bro, I can't have nothing to do with that no more, man. I was like, so you can take the $25 back, because I really didn't really hold you down. He was like, nah, I'm gonna keep my word, that's you. He was like, but look, though, nah, you good, though. Because I don't want you part of this anyway. He was like, because I got a new job. I said, what's your job? He said, I'm the enforcer. I said, you the enforcer? You the enforcer for who? He was like, for Walter. Yeah, I'm the one to collect on store day now. Yeah, I said, so what you get out of that deal? He's like, 10%. I said, 10%? I said, you supposed to tell him 15%, you freaking jerk, so boom. Y'all know I ain't say that, man, because you know, y'all know I'm dealing with a psycho. I'm like, bro, you supposed to tell him 15%, bro. Like, what you mean, bro? Like, he was like, I should have said 15%. I said, bro, 10% of $100, bro, is $10, bro. He was like, for real? I said, bro, you should have said 15 or 20%, bro. I said, now, if it depends if he collect over $500, I said, you got $50. He was like, nah, he gonna go up on it. why you tell me 10% though, Weezy? I was like, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, man. I was like, but look, man, you need to be careful with that. He was like, no, because it's basically like my store. I'm doing the collecting, and they gonna get used to that. So I'm good now. And they said they gonna keep me over here, so I'm good. And old boy who I banged up, he ain't gonna tell it. He was just the first example. I said, man, your ass crazy, man. I said, you wild milk, man, for this one. He was like, nah, it's all good. He got me up. And he went back out in the pod, y'all. So boom. I couldn't be mad about how he gonna live his life, man. If this man wanna be a bodyguard for somebody that shake, rattling, and rolling game, that's on him, man. I can't change how he's doing his life. I can't change how he's running his life, man. If a man want to be an enforcer for a shake, rattle, and roller, man, like, that's on him. But this is the first time I have seen somebody that shake, rattle, and roll that got a boy in the cell, but also has an enforcer, too. It's like this guy was a king or something, man. Like, you got a boy and an enforcer. This man got the best of both worlds, y'all. So, boom. That's how I felt, man. But it didn't work for Jay-Z and R. Kelly. So I don't know how this is going to work for Milton Walter. I don't know how this is going to work, man. But nevertheless, Milk was down that joint being the enforcer. I promise you, man, Milk was being the enforcer, man. And the second dude that had to get an example set on him, man, was old boy, homeboy. Now, I told y'all, his homeboy went outside when all that action that went on, man. All that action that went on, his homeboy missed it. So he didn't even get a chance to talk to this man before he went to the hole, and now he in another building. But I know he heard about it. Now, the word that just got back that they rumbled, and the dude who Walter got at, the dude who Milk got at, he just was like, he won't try to be in the building with that nigga no more. So was that a good excuse for leaving? If bro's my man, no, I would want to have more answers. But at the end of the day, I guess that's what he told him. So the bro that was his man, he's still in the pod. So I think the whole time, he kind of didn't like goddamn Milk, but like he kind of like a little shorter than Milk, and he a dude that work out too. But at the end of the day, y'all know how some young dudes would think, man, like, you know what I mean? I'm young, so like an old dude ain't got nothing on me like everybody. You know, you got some young dudes that just be like, yo, like you think it's sweet, like ain't nothing sweet. Ain't nothing sweet. So I guess that's how bro was feeling. Like he never liked bro after that, but still he never made a move. So at the end of the day, the whole pod, besides me and a couple of other people, used to go store box from bro. You know what I mean? They used to go store box from Walter. I told y'all it was a walk-in store. You walk in, you get what you're going to get, you walk out. The man had it set up perfect. So the whole pod used to owe him, for real, man. The whole pod used to owe him, man. And I can remember right after Commissary, man, I come out and they passed the Commissary out. You just hear the lady leave. My door was still open because my roommate had just got his bag not too long ago. So I step out. I lean on the rail. I'm looking. Dude, his homeboy sleep under us, like in the pod, in the cell under us. So, like, I guess the dude Milk is around collecting the money. He's collecting the money. So I look up, I see Milk on this side of the till. He got a laundry bag hanging out this back pocket, a laundry bag hanging out this back pocket, a laundry bag hanging out his front pocket, a laundry bag hanging out the other front pocket, and he got a laundry bag in his hand. This man walking around look like he working laundry. This man like this. He walking around, he like, I see him go to one door, he come back, one laundry bag fill. He like, he go over here, one laundry bag fill up over there. Now he ain't got nothing but the two in his back pocket. He like, he walk over there, so he walk under us. So I don't know what he was doing then. But all I heard was this. Hey, man, look, man, don't be pulling up on me like that, man. I don't owe you, man. I don't owe you, man. I don't care what you got going on, man. I don't care what that say on that paper, man. Don't be pulling up on me like that, man. What's wrong with you? All you heard was Milk like, what? What you mean what's wrong with me? If I got a paper, he told a young nigga just like this. He said, if I got a paper with your name on the motherfucker, would that tell you then, dumbass? He told a young nigga just like that. Young nigga was like, what? He said, you heard what the fuck I said? The fuck wrong with you? You gonna pay this fucking money? He said, all I wanna know is if you gonna pay it or not. Yes or no? Yes or no? The pa got quiet just like that. Everybody was like, I was saying under my breath, yes or no, nigga? The fuck? He was like, that nigga was quiet. I ain't hear nothing for a while. The next thing you know, you just say, all right, man, all right. You heard like another 5 clip after the all right. It was like, all right, man. I was like, what the fuck? I looked up. I seen Walter pulling Milk out the cell like this. Walter was like, he was pulling him out. Milk was like, he was coming out looking like Hurricane, a boxer, Denzel game. He was like, that's where he come out the joke. He was like, yeah, you better talk to that young nigga. Yeah, you better talk to that young nigga. Ain't shit a game. Ain't shit a game with me. Ain't a goddamn game with me. That's word. That nigga was snapping out. That nigga was snapping out, man. Word. That nigga was snapping the fuck out. Dude, Sally came in the joint. I didn't come down the steps. I looked. Dude, Sally come in the joint. I was like, man, you gotta go to medical, man. Word, man. He split young nigga shit right here. Like, it wasn't nothing that was bruised. It was split right here. You like a cut. That shit was crazy. Young nigga was in the mirror. That shit wouldn't stop leaking. Young nigga wanted to fight again, but Walter pulled him back. Young nigga shit wouldn't stop leaking, man. It's my word. Young nigga had to go to medical. Young nigga dipped out. Milk went in that bitch. Watch out. He pushed that nigga celly out too. Pushed that nigga celly out the way, went to that nigga commissary bag. Took every dime that he owned, y'all, so boom. This man was moving like a maniac, man. I promise you, man. After he did that, young boy come back in the joint, see his junk gone again. Man, it's my word, man. Young nigga snap. Young nigga run straight to milk sale. He get the milk sale, man. His word, he go up in the joint. Him and Milk rumble again. Man, this time, man, Milk beat the brakes off his ass. Man, Milk punished that dude, man. Like, to be an old head, he just really knew how to fight, man. I know y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all ran across somebody like that, man. But Milk that punished dude, man. Milk beat dude ass. So he already came back for a split on his eye. Now he's beat the fuck up. And I promise you, they came through and counted, man. They seen that he had his shit was fucked up even more. Go sit in the chair downstairs. So he go sit in the pod while they do count. After they did count, they took him out. They took him out, man. That's my word. Lawrenceville was so damn bootleg. After they took that man out, I promise you, man, you seen the CEO come in the pod. We thought we was about to be like, damn, we about to come do something. Say about to have that man walk in and say, stand by for your pod rap. Stand by for your pod rap.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.